Look up, please. In the Old Testament, righteousness is a doing before you can stand well. You do so that you can be qualified to come and stand. So the high priest will need to sacrifice animal. He will purify himself first before he also do it on behalf of Israel, before he can come and stand in the holiest of holies. So that if there's any sin in him, he don't come back alive. Look up. So if he's going into the holiest of holies, he tie bells around his waist, and those bells have to be 9. So that while he's dead, they will tie a big rope around his waist. So that if they don't hear the bell, it means there's one sin that he didn't clean well, he's dead. So they will now hold the rope. Without looking, they will draw him out to bury. Not just by anybody, a certain Levite and classes. Get this. So while he's there, you'll be shaking his bumbo like masquerade. You know those masquerade in the village? They belling, so that the wife and children, as they are hearing the bell, they have hope that their father will come out alive. And those bells represent the 9 gifts of the Holy Ghost in the church today. So any church without those bells ringing is a dummy church. But the high priest, Jesus, now is the owner of the church. So he's here to manifest his, see, these are prophetic symbol of the old. So the man will come out because he have gotten a right standing. But in the nude, our high priest, which is Jesus, went and died on the cross and fulfilled it for us. And then converted you to a priest. So you are a priest. He is a high priest. You are the priest walking with him. So you have a priestly ministry, which is the ministry of prayer and the word. And you are also a king, because he made you a king, because he is a king of kings. Those kings are not Igwe and Buhari. They are the born again. Revelation 1:6, Revelation 5:10. Go and read it at home. So he is a king of kings. So what does king do? King, they do kinging. Kings rule, kings dominate. I release you, go and rule. And kings are endued with power of their word. Ecclesiastes 8:4. He said, wherever the word of the king is, there is power. I mean, kings don't speak empty words. What does priests do? They pray and preach and study the word. So that's why he said, ye are choosing generation. And I say a royal priesthood. The word royal means king. The priesthood is what I'm talking about. So Peter wrote to that church and said, look, you are now a choosing generation, a royal priesthood, to tell us what Jesus achieved for us. Because Jesus came from the lineage of Judah. And if you leave Judah alone, he will produce king all his life. So he came out of Judah. But he also wants to be a priest, a high priest. And he's not qualified in the earth realm to go into the cross to do priestly work for us. So he has to be sent to River Jordan. The moment John was baptizing him, what happened there is more than baptism. The Levitical priesthood from the lineage of Zechariah, are you getting it? The Levitical priesthood, when John was transferred to him, then Jesus became 2 in 1, a kingly priest. So he's combining Judah anointing and Levitical anointing. So he became a kingly priest, and he went on your behalf and did it for you. Now you are a kingly priest. Cross your leg. Say, I'm a king, I'm ruling. Say, I'm a priest, I pray, and I get results.